Hello all and welcome back. I'm up in the high country. It's a beautiful day. There's a nice breeze, sun shining, blue skies with lots of clouds, but nothing untoward. And I'm wanting to be outside today. I'm going to be flicking flies, aren't I? It's Murphy's Law. Not one has been on me until now. But anyway, look, I've always got a muse. I'm always thinking and writing and contemplating, really not thinking. It's what comes to me when I'm writing. And it was about language and how we speak and the words we use and how complicated words can be. Now, I've been here in the high country. Of course, there's been a lot of chat around about the fires and the things that have happened to people. They've lost their homes, their properties, their animals, their hay lots. It's been very devastating for these people, very, very devastating. And yet a lot of people comment, and I'm not criticising their comments because they don't understand what they're saying. But people will say, at least they didn't die. At least no one was hurt. But what I've realised in talking to a lot of people in town is that is their life. It's their livelihood. It's what they've known for generations. Some have lost family homes that have been with the family for generations. These beautiful old homesteads have burnt. And that's all they know. And they live on the farms and they run cattle and they have hay lots that they have rolled and ready to feed to the animals. If it's not burnt, it's smoke infected. So saying to somebody who's been affected that at least no one was hurt, they're hurting. They're really hurting. So I wanted to approach this today to give ideas of what you could say when somebody is feeling pain in some form. You say, thank God you're okay. So sorry to hear for your loss. Is there anything we can do? Because you're brushing it off by saying at least no one was hurt. It's brushing off their pain and it's real to them. And it is their life and it is their livelihood. And you hear of people just curling up and wanting to die after these situations because of what they feel their life, their value has been put into these properties. And that's what they value themselves at. Whether you believe in that or don't agree with it or whatever, it's really no one's business, right? That belongs to them. And what we're trying to do is support people as they go through things. The other thing I thought of was, when someone says, oh, my mum just died or my dad just died, and they go, oh, that's sad. How old were they? Oh, 94. Oh, they've had a good innings. It's, again, dismissive of their pain. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm here for you if you need me. It's just such a beautiful way to approach it. And you show your care and compassion. Not that they've had a good innings. Yes, obviously. But it's not what we need to hear. And the other thing that really came to mind, and maybe dealing with teenagers, is we do a lot of don'ts when we've got teenagers or children, even younger. Don't do that, stop that, stop. Instead of giving them the opportunity to say to them, as a guidance, this is just practice, it takes practice, but showing them, if you were to continue that behaviour, what are the consequences for you? How does that make others feel? So you bring to light to them that their actions and the way they speak is also having an effect on somebody. But they won't know that if all they're being told is don't, stop. It's always a negative. Even though you might be trying to show them a better way, you're still bringing to them just a negative chat. Our words are spells in a lot of ways. And, we cast spells with the words. We all know the torment we carry as adults through the words of our parents or our schooling or our friends. That runs deep. It is casting spells. Hence why they call it spelling. So really be a conscious person as best as you can. Practice it. Practice being conscious. Practice being aware. Awareness isn't knowing what's going on outside, it's knowing what's going on within. Know yourself, know your words, know your approach, know the way you sound it, how harsh your words can be. I know I'm very good at it. I'm very good at being harsh. And more in recent times, in the last couple of years, I've really grabbed myself in that and said no more. Apologise for it. Or have a good reason for it. Yeah, even though that reason's not going to help that person, but it's a good reason, right? You've really pissed me off and you're not listening. I've asked you 10 times and spoken to you about this before, and my last thing was to tell you to piss off. Well, I don't like that, but hey, there's got to be a whole lot of history before you come out and speak harshly to somebody. And even then, it's great to grapple with those responses that you're used to having from your past, to find something new, to approach it with truth and honour rather than harshness and thinking that you're going to get it across by telling somebody to piss off. Doesn't really work. It just offends people. It makes you out to be the bad guy instead of you speaking honestly and truthfully. It's so easy to come out and blah. That's the easy way. The most difficult is to look at yourself and say, why do I respond like that? What am I defending myself from? And find a gentler way and a more precise and honourable way to approach the things you want to get across to people. And keep compassion, keep empathy for others' thoughts in life, because we're not right. We just are on a road to correcting ourselves, and having more insight doesn't make you right. So, and believe me, I've been down the road of righteousness in many respects. I remember when I was first wakening up to the things that are going on in the world, I thought I had to share it with everybody. Everyone's a fool. Everybody doesn't know. Wake up. You know nothing. Well, I knew nothing, because again, all those conspiracies are again just another way of not looking within, and you're just looking without. Yeah. And then I went to religion and did pretty much the same thing, but through myself I can only connect to God through this being. This is my channel, this is my inner work, and I have to know myself, and then I know that I'm part of this great creation. So I hope that you really take some words here pardon the pun. I really do hope that you hear this and look deep within to find a way of being polite, positive, compassionate and empathetic, and a good listener too. Hear what people are saying. Don't have the answer before they've even finished a sentence. We all do it. We've all got something to say. Oh, I could add to that. Oh, I went through that. Oh yeah, I did that. That's not a conversation. That is you just wanting to talk about yourself. Listen to what people have got to say. Wait. It'll be your turn, and then you can say something. Or excuse yourself and say, oh, can I share with you something? I went through something similar, I'd love to share, so that you're bouncing off each other. But this wanting to talk about yourself without allowing that other person to even finish what they were saying, or that you give them credit for what they've just told you and understood where they were coming from, that's also something that we do a lot, we as a collective. So I'm not leaving myself out of these things. I'm not saying I'm perfect in any way. All I'm saying is that I do practice this. This is something I've chosen. I always choose to be the best version of myself. Doesn't always happen, but I bounce back very quickly and get into it. sit a lot with myself and contemplate a lot with prayer, contemplation, meditation, whatever you want to call it, with God, to bring me closer to that sense of my spiritual self through God. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care and enjoy this amazing realm we live in. Bye for now.